Hi, I'm continuing with my zoo mat frame, and I'm going to be doing the lion. The lion was cut at 2 inches in height on the gypsy, and the first image you see is the base image, and I cut that out in a dark brown. The next one is layer 1, and I cut that out in a very light cream. And the next image is layer 2, and I kept all the pieces together because I noticed that the ears, the inside of the ears, are what I need for this from this layer. And also they have the two other pieces, the tail and the top of the nose that's cut out with inside of the face. So I just decided to keep that together so you could see we need those pieces. And then the last layer is layer 3, and that looks to be the cheeks. And I'm not really sure what the last piece is, but I know I'll be able to figure it out once I put it together. Okay, so I just added layer 1 to the base image, and actually looking at this, if I wanted to have a girl lion, this would be the place in which I could stop, but then I think I would still probably add the top to the nose and the inside of the ears, and probably the tail. Okay, so I just added layer 2 minus the mane, and the reason for that is I wanted you to see what it could look like being the girl lion. And I also added layer 3, and I found out by looking online, which still wasn't really clear, what the smallest piece was in layer 3. It is the tongue. And I just wanted to let you know. I thought, where is that supposed to go? But I figured it out by looking online at the handbook. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my mat because I need the shadow in order to put on the mane. I just added my lion to my zoo frame mat, and you probably could put the mane on, but it would not have anything to adhere to at the top, only around underneath the chin. So you really need to have your shadow for this one, and just wanted to share. My next zoo animal is going to be the monkey, and the monkey was cut at 1 3/4 inches height on the gypsy. The first image you see is the base image, and I cut that out in a dark brown. The next image you see is layer 1, and I cut that out in a tan. The next image is layer 2, and I cut that out in a brown, but not as dark as the base. I'm going to put it together. I just added layer 1 to the base image, and one of the things I wanted to say, because this one was really quite tiny, is that the tail has a curl, and you probably know using your gypsy when you cut things out, anything with a curl tends to get stuck and doesn't cut through sometimes. And that was the case for some of these, and also the eyes are just basically pin dots. So what I did is I used my paper piercer. I made it just a little bit larger. They're still small, but they're big enough so you can see the eyes better. I just added layer 2, and my monkey is finished and ready for my zoo mat frame. I just added my monkey to my zoo mat frame, and I'm going to continue with my animals. The next zoo animal I'm going to be making is an elephant, and this is the base image, and I cut it out in black. And I also flipped this image because it's going on the other side of the circle, and I wanted it to be facing inside of the circle. And the next image is layer 1, and I cut it out in a medium color purple. And the next layer is layer 2, and I cut that out in a shiny purple, and that's the ears, the outside of the ears. And then layer 3 is the inside of the ears, and it's just a little bit lighter color purple than the outside of the ears. I just added layer 1 to the base image. I just added layer 2 to layer 1. I just added layer 3 to layer 2, which is the inside of the ears, and I am finished with my elephant and it's ready for the zoo frame mat. I just added my elephant to my zoo mat frame.